Is the screen is visible?
My
Kindly.
life. I bet you've never heard of it. So what this place is it's called the Salt Lakes, located in a place
Yes,
in
sir.
Egypt called Siwa Oasis. There is so much salt in these mini lakes that you can float perfectly without moving a muscle in your body.
Tejaswini, kindly mute yourself.
Sweetheart, one day.
Is the PPT is visible to everyone? So kindly respond. I am using the system. I can't. Okay. Is the screen is visible? Kindly unmute yourself and answer, please.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, in the last class, we have discussed about, I have shown how to conduct this dipstick, how to operate the dipstick and how to operate the Merlin. Today we will be seeing the other equipments called multiple wheel unevenness indicator, then fifth wheel unevenness indicator and vehicle mounted unevenness indicator. Okay, so multiple wheel unevenness integrator, it is a simple equipment used to measure unevenness of the road. Okay, this is very simple. So it consists of 8 bogie wheels connected through hinges to a datum frame. You can see here 2 wheels here, 4, 6 and 8 wheels will be there. So it will be connected to a datum frame. Okay, you can observe here the datum frame which will be horizontal in nature. So through a datum hinge, through a hinges it will be connected. Then the bogie wheels are provided to achieve a fixed datum. So when there is an undulation in the pavement surface, okay, when there is an up and down, that is up and down in the undulation or undulation in the pavement surface means it will be recording the reading. So the probe wheel, cycle wheel is centrally placed and acts as a medium to measure the response of the road roughness. You can see here I am highlighting at the center. You can observe a central cycle wheel will be placed. Okay, through this to this datum a central will be placed, so that wheel will be acting as a medium to measure the reading. Okay, that wheel will be acting as a medium to measure the response road roughness. That is when there is up and down is there on the pavement surface means it will automatically record. Then the unevenness values of pavement surface are expressed in terms of unevenness index, that is mm per kilometer. So this unevenness index is also called as international roughness index. Okay, you have already seen this international roughness index, that is a IRI, which will be expressed in terms of millimeter per kilometer. So 8 bogie wheels will be placed, so for that it is attached to a datum frame, and when there is an undulation in the road surface means it will record the reading. There will be a central cycle wheel will be there, so that wheel will be acting as a medium to measure the readings, and the readings whatever you are going to get, it will be expressed in terms of unevenness in terms of millimeter per kilometer. Then the equipment is pulled along the wheel path at a working speed of 5 to 6 kmph. So you will be pulling the equipment. Okay, you will be pulling the equipment at 5 to 6 kmph. Okay, 5 to 6 kmph. So you will be pulling the equipment at a walking speed. I told when we are designing the traffic signal, the walking speed of the man is 6 to 7 kmph. Okay, so or 5 to 6 kmph. So you will be taking this wheel along the length of the road and at a speed of 5 to 6 kmph. Then the number of revolution is detected by a distance measurement instrument called DMI attached to the probe wheel. Okay, this is the probe wheel. You can observe here at the bottom a cycle wheel will be provided. That wheel will be called as a probe wheel, and bumps are counted when the probe wheel moves ups and downs. Okay, there will be a sensor will be there. I will show the diagram also how it will work. So the wheel will be like this. Okay. A sensor will be attached to the wheel. So when there is an undulation or up movement of the wheel means it will automatically determine the undulations and it will automatically record. So this is the distance measurement equipment, or this is the instrument which is used to record the unevenness readings. Okay, that is when the bumps are counted, that is when there is a undulation on the pavement surface means the wheel will automatically undulate and the readings will be recorded, and the total number of bump counts made and distance traveled are recorded. So using the bump counts and the distance traveled we can easily calculate the unevenness index. Okay, unevenness index can be calculated by recording the distance traveled and the bump counts. So after that you are going to calculate the international roughness index. Okay, it is a simple equipment. Okay, in this you can observe here in the diagram there is a sensor is here. Okay, if you zoom and you can observe there will be a sensor, and this is a pulley arrangement for the sensor. So when there is a up and movement, there is a upside and downside movement of the wheel means then sensor will sense it and it will be recorded in the sensor box. Okay, it will be recorded in the, and you can see here this is the display window where you can see the number of bump counts. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Multiple wheel. So kindly unmute yourself and answer. I'm not able to see the messages, so kindly unmute yourself and answer. Is it clear?
Yes.
So the next one is fifth wheel. Before going to fifth wheel, I'm going to show some video how this fifth wheel will be how this fifth wheel will be utilized. Is the screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
You can see here how this fifth wheel bump integrator will be working. The next experiment, the next instrument, where in this what we are going to do means a separate wheel will be mounted on the back portion of the vehicle and it will be towed along the length of the road and the readings will be recorded. Okay, that is it is an extra wheel. So we all know that the vehicle wheel will be having 4 numbers. So if we are fitting the extra wheel, we are fitting a fifth wheel to this towing vehicle. That's why it is called as a fifth wheel bump integrator. So we are attaching the other separate wheel for measuring the unevenness. That's why it is called as a fifth wheel unevenness integrator. So you can observe how it will be. So you can see there it is attached to a moving vehicle, that is a standard vehicle called a jeep. So for that jeep you are going to attach the fifth wheel. That's why it is called as fifth wheel. So you have to place the sensor. You can see there you have to check the tire pressure and you are going to tow along the wheel path. Along the wheel path you have to tow this fifth wheel at a speed of 5 to 6 kmph or slightly greater than that, that is 10 to 20 kmph also you can drag. So you'll be getting the record readings in the, you can see here, you are going to get the readings here and you are going to note down the readings. But rather than seeing this video, that video is very good. So you can see. So is it understood how to, have you seen how this fifth wheel will be working? So it remember, it will be fixed to a moving vehicle. Since it is a extra wheel which is fitted to the towing vehicle, that's why it is called as a fifth wheel integrator. And the vehicle should be moving at 10 to 20 kmph. Okay, minimum is 5 to 6. So you can move the fifth wheel at a speed of 10 to 20 kmph, and the readings were automatically recorded. You can take the reading and it will be automatically recorded. And from the raw bump counts, you are going to determine the unevenness index. I am going to show how you are going to determine the unevenness index. Okay, you go through the video once again. So it should be taken along the wheel path. Okay, left wheel path and right wheel path, both the wheel path you have to cover. So you can see here the same experiment, the same equipment we are going to discuss now. So I told right, it is the wheel, extra wheel which will be fitted to the moving vehicle. Hence it is called as a fifth wheel. As we all know that there will be four wheel will be there for a given vehicle, but we are fixing the extra wheel. So extra wheel we are going to fix to record the reading. Hence it is called as a fifth wheel bump integrator. Okay, fifth wheel bump integrator. So fifth wheel bump integrator is a single wheel trailer unit hauled by a suitable vehicle at a specified uniform speed. Okay, it is a separate single wheel trailer unit which will be attached to a specified vehicle of which is moving at a uniform speed. Then the vertical oscillations are integrated with the help of integrator unit. The unevenness values of the pavement surface are expressed in terms of. So this is the integrator unit which will be, you can observe here. Okay, you can observe it will be attached to the wheel. Okay, it will be attached to the wheel. The integrator will be recording the reading, that is the undulation. So if there is any undulation like this, means the wheel will go down and again the wheel will go up. So these undulations are recorded in the sensor units. Okay, this is the pulley arrangement. So this vertical oscillations are recorded in this integrator. Okay, this integrator is again connected to the, you can observe here. Okay, it is connected to a reading measurement. Okay, you can take the reading. So how this fifth wheel will be working? So the stretch of the road to be tested is identified and the start and end points are marked by bold line drawing across the pavement width. So what you are going to do means if you are conducting this fifth wheel means the starting point and the ending point of the pavement should be marked across the width of the road. For example, if the road is like this means you are going to mark starting point and ending point. So the start and ending point of the road is marked. Then the first run is made along the wheel path on the onward trip from the starting point to the end. In return trip, the test wheel is run along the other wheel path. So I will show here how this will be running. So if you consider this as a wheel road, so this is 2-lane. So first it will be moved along this path. Okay, it will be moved along this path, and while returning also it will be moving along in this path. Okay, so outward path first it will cover, then it will take U-turn, and it will be moving in the other path. First path. So this is first path. Again it will be moving in the other wheel path. Okay, it will be moving in the other wheel path. So the first test run is made along the wheel path on onward trip from the starting point. In the return trip, it will be moving. Okay, likewise it will be moving on the other wheel path. Then usually uneveness measurements are made along the normal wheel path. That is along the wheel path you are going to measure the unevenness measurements. Then it is preferable that hauling vehicle bump integrator starts from a location 30 to 50 meter before the actual starting line. Why? Because the vehicular speed should be maintained. Okay, the speed will have a significant effect on this measurement. So to maintain the speed at the earlier stages only, if you make the vehicle to move at higher speed, and you can reduce when we reaching the test section. So 30 to 50 meter before only, if the vehicle speed is maintained as specified by the IRC, you can carry out the experiment throughout the section. So by time the vehicle reaching a uniform speed of 30 kmph can be maintained. So at the earlier stage only, if you maintain the 30 kmph means it will maintain throughout the length of the road, that is the 30 kmph. Then the digital units are counters, one indicating the cumulative value of undulations and other indicating the number of revolutions. You can see there are two counters will be there. One will be indicating the cumulative number of undulation, and other will be indicating the number of revolution. At the wheel just crosses the starting point, both the counters are set to 0. So whenever you are starting the experiment means you are going to press the 0 button. Okay, that is a 0 press or O press we can call. So from whenever you reach the starting point means you are going to press the 0, and it will start recording. From the 0 chainage it will start recording. Is it clear? Have you got any concept about this fifth wheel? Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
So this is the project what we have done in our BE. Okay, when we are in Bachelor of Engineering, there we have done a project on this. That is on a fifth wheel integrator. Okay, collecting the data and tabulating the IRI value. So the test run is made along the wheel path till the BI unit crosses the ending line, and pump integrating reading for red pillar noted. So what you are going to do? You are going to move till the end point. Okay, I told right there will be one starting point and the end point will be there till from starting point till ending point. Okay, this is our starting point. Till you move here, you are going to note down the reading. Whenever you reach the ending point means you stop recording the reading and it will be saved. Then the hauling vehicle and BI unit are reverse, and the test run is made along the other wheel path. Go for another wheel path. Okay, there will be two wheel path you have to maintain. One you will be moving along the one wheel path, and later on you are going to take a U-turn and you are going to move in the another wheel path, and till the BI crosses the ending line, and reading for left wheel path are noted. So along the right wheel path and along the left wheel path you will be moving the, or you will be towing this fifth wheel bump integrator. Then the unevenness unevenness index or roughness index is calculated using this formula. So IRA is equal to, so BI count which will be getting from the fifth wheel bump integrator. So we will be getting from the fifth wheel bump integrator. Okay, is my voice is audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you will be getting the reading from the fifth wheel integrator. So BI value you are going to get from the fifth wheel bump integrator, and you can easily calculate the IRI value. So simply remember, a fifth wheel will be fixed to the vehicle. It will be moving along the wheel path, that is the left wheel path. Then it will take U-turn and it will be moving in the right wheel path, and you are going to record the reading. A sensor will be fixed. That sensor senses the undulation of the road. Okay, undulation of the wheel, which will be reflected by the wheel. That is the undulation of the road will be reflected by the wheel. The wheel will undulate and the readings will be recorded in the sensor. Okay, is it clear? Fifth wheel.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next one is a vehicle mounted bump integrator. Okay, the next experiment, the next equipment which is used to measure the unevenness is a vehicle mounted bump integrator. How it will be working means the same principle what we have adopted in the fifth wheel integrator, it will be working on the same principle. But here you have to observe that the fifth wheel will be creating the problem. Why? Because it is an extra wheel which will be attached to the vehicle, but in this inside the vehicle only the sensors will be attached and the pulley arrangement will be made. So hence it is called as a vehicle mounted bump integrator. So the working procedure is same. How we are going to get the readings in the fifth wheel is same as in the vehicle mounted bump integrator. But in the fifth wheel, an extra wheel will be fitted to the vehicle, but in the vehicle mounted bump integrator, the sensor will be fixed in the inside the pulley arrangement will be fixed inside the vehicle itself. Hence, it is called as a vehicle mounted bump integrator. So, VMBI consists. So it is also called as a vehicle mounted bump integrator. So it consists of an integrating unit. The integrating unit is fitted with the rear axle and mounted in the rear portion of the car or rear floor of a jeep. So it will be mounted. Okay, it will be mounted in the rear portion. Okay, the rear axle. Okay, as we all know that for a vehicle there will be two axles will be there. So one is the rear axle, this is the front axle, and this is the rear axle. Okay, rear axle. To the rear axle, you are going to mount the integrating unit. So to the rear axle, you are going to mount the integrating unit. So if there is any undulations, okay, if the road is of undulated type means the pulley arrangement will fluctuate. Okay, the pulley arrangement or the integrating unit will be fluctuating, and it will be recording the unevenness reading, you can see here in the diagram, the second one, the rear axle,
Yes, sir.
You can see here, this is the rear axle. So you can see here also. For that, a pulley arrangement has been made. Okay, a pulley arrangement has been made. You can see here. So when there is an undulation, okay, when there is an undulation means the entire rear axle will settle and it will lift. It will settle and it will lift, and these lifting upward and downward will be recorded in the sensor. So it will be recorded by the sensor and it will be shown to you. So you will be recording that data. Then the differential movement between the rear axle and the body of the vehicle due to road unevenness is measured by upward movement of the wire, which is transferred unidirectional. Okay, I told right, a pulley arrangement will be there. When there is a difference in the when there is a difference in the undulation between the actual rear axle level and the pavement level, it will fluctuate. The pulley will be fluctuating and you will be recording the reading. And there is an arrangement in the integrating unit for converting the rotational movement into electrical pulses, which will be recorded by the counter. So the integrating unit will be converting. So the wheel will be moving, and that rotational movement will be converted into undulations. Okay, electrical pulses which will be recorded in the reading counters. Then the unevenness value of pavement surface are expressed. I told right, again it will be expressed in terms of roughness index or unevenness index, which is millimeter per kilometer. So simply remember, in the vehicle mounted bump integrator, the integrating unit will be fixed in the rear axle of the vehicle, on the floor of the rear axle. So when there is an undulation in the rear axle, the readings will be recorded. Okay, that is when there is an ups and downs in the pavement surface, the vehicle will move ups and down and it will be recorded. Then you can see here, the road roughness is affected by the vehicle speed. Road roughness is affected by the vehicle speed. You can see here the sensor box, or what we are going to call it as counters. Okay, the counter, I am holding the counter, and in the software called Ramdas. Okay, there is a software called Ramdas, which will be recording the reading. Okay, whatever the reading which is shown by this pulley. Okay, this is the pulley arrangement. So in this the sensor will be there. Okay, in this the sensor will be there. The sensor will be taken while undulating. That is ups and down movement of the pavement is undulated means it will be taken, and that readings will be shown in the counter. Okay, this is the counter where you are going to record the reading, and it is connected to the laptop, and in the laptop a software called Ramdas is there. So this software record all the readings, and in this you are going to count BI, that is the raw bump counts. Okay, raw bump counts will be taken, and from the raw bump counts we can easily calculate the IRI. A bump gets magnified if the vehicle speed is not maintained. Okay, so if we move at higher speed, for example 80 to 70 kmph, if we are moving means we can't count the number of bumps, and if we lower the speed 20 or 10 kmph, we will be getting more bumps. So remember, if the speed of the vehicle is more means bump counts will be less. Bump counts will be less. If the speed of the vehicle is very less means the bump counts will be more. Remember, when the speed is maintained at 70 kmph, you will not be getting any bumps. If your speed is maintained at 20 kmph, you will not be getting any bumps. So the speed of the vehicle will be maintaining at 30 to 40 kmph, so that all the undulations which are present in the pavement can be recorded. Okay, all the undulations in the pavement can be recorded. So for getting realistic values, the vehicle speed must be maintained at 32 plus or minus 1 kmph. I told right, 30 to 40 kilometer you can maintain, and it has ensured that outer wheel travels on the wheel path with the help of a Ramdas software. the total number of bump counts made, the distance covered, and the speed of the travel is evaluated. So whenever you move a vehicle with the integrating unit means it should move along the wheel path and the Ramdas software. So the Ramdas software, I will tell the abbreviation, kindly note down Ramdas software. So kindly note down the abbreviation for Ramdas. So road measurement. So kindly note down the Ramdas. Okay, it will be asked in your competitive exams. So road measurement. So Ramdas means it is a software which is used to record the reading. So note down Ramdas means road measurement data acquisition system. So Ramdas means road measurement data acquisition system. So it will be collecting the data and you can take out the data and you can analyze the data. So again the bump integrator. So in this the BI which you are going to get from the Ramdas. So from the software you are going to get it. So in the vehicle mounted bump integrator also the same equation you are going to use. So from the Ramdas you are going to get the bump integrating units and you have to calculate the IRI value. Okay, the IRI value will be obtaining from this equation. So kindly note down this equation also. Have you understood anything? Is it clear? Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So remember there are 4 to 5 equipments. So this nowadays this vehicle mounted bump integrator will be used for measuring the roughness. Okay, usually in the roads the unevenness measurement is done using this roughness. In olden days they were using straight edge and wet scale to measure the unevenness, and spot levels are there, that is determining the level on the pavement using a dumpy level. There also you can measure the unevenness index. So these are the some modern equipments or the modern things which can be used to measure the unevenness. So the first one is Merlin. So simple equipment. Full form is a machine for evaluating roughness using low cost instrumentation. So this is a very simple equipment which is used to measure the roughness, and using the Merlin readings we are going to calibrate all other equipments. Okay. So it will be taken along the wheel path. Remember all the instruments what I have shown, all should be taken in the along the wheel path only. Why? Because the undulations will be more on the along the wheel path rather than the other place of the pavement. The vehicle will be moving along the wheel path. So the undulations will be formed along the wheel path. That's why you are going to take Merlin along the wheel path. You have to take 200 readings and you have to traverse 400 meter. For every 400 meter you are going to note down the reading. That is for every 2 meter you are going to taking the readings. That is you are going to take 200 reading for 400 meter travel. So this is how you are going to represent the Merlin readings, that is by marking into mark, and you are going to exclude 5 data on the right hand side and 5 data on the left hand side. The middle portion we are going to get it in terms of depth, and that IRI, the depth what you are going to get, which will be calculated, which will be utilized to calculate IRI, that is a International Roughness Index. Okay, remember International So international roughness index can be calculated. So then next is a dipstick. So this is very simple equipment and which is developed by United States Federal Highway Administration, and it will be holding in a hand. You simply moving along the control line of the pavement, or you can move along the wheel path. This is also you can take along the wheel path and you can measure the reading. And a multiple wheel unevenness indicator, 8 bogie wheels will be attached to a datum frame through hinges. Then the cycle wheel will be placed at the center and it will be recording the undulations of the pavement, and it will be expressed in terms of unevenness index, that is a millimeter per kilometer. Then a sensor will be placed. Okay, you can observe here, this is the sensor, you can observe, you can zoom it and you can observe, and this is the pulley arrangement which will be noting down the readings, and this is the counter. Okay, this is the counter where the readings will be recorded. So the next one is a fifth wheel bump integrator. So an extra fifth wheel is fixed to the towing vehicle. To that a sensor and a pulley arrangement will be made and it will be operated, and it will be towed along the wheel path of the vehicle. Along the wheel path, you remember all the unevenness equipments are towed along the wheel path only. Then you are going to note down the reading. That is, the readings will be recorded and you will be calculating the international roughness index using this equation. This is the standard equation which is given by IRC. So for this there is a separate code book is there. So kindly note down IRC SP 16 2000 2004 I think. So note down the code book for unevenness measurement, IRC SP 16 2004. Guidelines for the surface unevenness of highway pavements. This is a code book which is available in Google. You can Google it and you can see what are all the various methods where we can measure the unevenness value. Okay. So bump integrator they have given. Then fifth wheel they have given. Then vehicle mounted or car mounted. Okay, in the exam they may ask car mounted or vehicle mounted, both are same. Don't get confused. Okay, car mounted and vehicle mounted both are same. Don't get confused with the car mounted and vehicle mounted unevenness integrator. Okay, is it clear? So the next one is car mounted. So there will be a pulley arrangement will be fixed to the rear wheel of the vehicle, rear axle. If there is any undulation of the pavement means there you can experience this by collecting the data. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll stop here. So you will be having the QSCM meeting at 11:50 or 11:55. So be in the session. I will mark the attendance. So be in the session.